All right, everyone. Well, the Houston Independent School District Board of Managers has just approved a new 5-year contract for Superintendent Mike Miles. And he's joining us here to talk about that and more this morning and discussing what's happening for your kids as well as we go into summer. But the plan's already being made for the 2025-26 school year. So, Superintendent Miles, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks for inviting me again.
Yeah, of course. Now, the announcement came out, a new 5-year contract. Congratulations on that for
Thank you.
What does that mean to you and how do you feel about it?
Well, I just feel honored to be the superintendent of HISD, and I feel happy that the Board of Managers had enough trust in me to continue this contract.
Okay, and with that contract, I know you're going to reveal more today at 5 p.m. Can you give us a little bit of a heads up or a little bit more details on what's involved in that? Not too much personal information, but a little bit more details on that.
No, just that we're going to continue the 2 years, as the commissioner said, with the intervention. And then hopefully I get a chance to oversee some of the transition back to an elected board.
Okay, so speaking of which, there are a lot of also programs that you're trying to implement for the 2025-26 school year when it comes to students, participation, and teachers as well. And I know you put out an entire budget plan for that. Can you give us more details on that and how it's going to break down?
Yeah, actually the biggest things are not going to change. So we had a lot of change the first year, as you know. This year, the second year, we're ending the second year. We actually just carried on the things that we did the first year. We just did them with better fidelity and good implementation. And that's why we got better scores. We'll talk about that in a minute. And then this third year, again, we're going to continue to do what we have been doing. We'll start thinking a little bit more about upgrading our career tech ed programs and thinking about the year 2035, so we have some pilot programs that we'll start.
Can you talk about those pilot programs you're trying to want to implement?
One pilot program is we're going to try to figure out how to improve the quality of life of teachers, meaning if we can give them more professional development days or more time to do lesson planning, things on their own. We're going to try to do that. Now,
because if you're going to implement something like that, that means would it impact the school year itself when it comes to classrooms? Because all they're thinking is you're going to increase the number of classes and time you have to spend in school for the kids, but it won't change that, right?
You hit the nail on the head. You went right to it. Yes, it's a complex thing. We're just going to pilot it. But it means things like having a synchronous learning teacher, a teacher who can teach kids in front of them and online. So this teacher over here, their teachers once every 2 weeks or so can zoom into this expert teacher and give this teacher some professional development time.
All right, gotcha. Now, also with the budget changes when it comes to our state and what they're doing to try to implement more money to give to our district as well, is that going to help to increase teacher pay?
Yes, it is. So we came out with a little bit more than we expected from the state legislature, so very happy about that. I think the state legislature did a good job of trying to balance giving money to the schools, but also focusing on programs that work. And so we're happy about that, and our budget is near balance.
Okay.
We went from $246 million deficit to $14 million.
And what are you going to do when it comes to making sure that all of these teachers are certified when they're coming into HISD?
Yeah, so we've been doing that. We've been working on our own certification program, but also, you know, teachers have 2 years to get certified. And so we've been helping them do that over the last couple of years, and we'll continue to do that.
All right, let's go into STAR testing real quick. And a lot of districts had some good results and some iffy results. Let's talk about what HISD and the results that you heard, and how do you feel about those?
Our results are great. They're not modest, they're not mixed. There are 20 exams, 5 high school exams, 15 3rd through 8th grade exams. We went up in every single one of them except one we stayed flat.
Which one is the one you stayed flat in?
Why did you go right there?
I went right there. I couldn't help it. It's a habit. But go ahead. Just
I think it's fifth grade math, but 19 out of the 20 went up. But not only a little bit, went up tremendously in most of those areas. Give you one example, Algebra 1.
Right.
2 years ago, we were 11 points behind the state average.
I remember.
And now, 2 years later, we're 4 points above the state average.
Ooh, congratulations.
And for the first time in this district, and keep in mind, 2 years ago, we were behind the state average in all 20, and now we're going to be above the state average, I think, in 8 of the 20, and we're close in many others. So that has not happened before.
No, it hasn't.
So the headline isn't, you know, we're still behind the state average in some of the exams. The headline is, for the first time, black and brown kids and kids who come from poverty, a majority of our district, 85% in fact, have kids who are eligible for free and reduced lunch. They beat the state average.
Wow, that's impressive. Now, we've got a lot more questions to ask, but we're going to take a break real quick and then come back with, of course, HISD Superintendent Mike Miles. Stay with us.